All right, good afternoon. It is June 21st, 2026. I want to start a new um, kind of series for myself here where I'm going to kind of break down what I'm going to see or what I'm seeing prior to the week. Um, we'll go over. Um, we'll go over obviously what price is looking like, events for the week, what's coming up in terms of news, um, and yeah, pretty much want to make like I want to make like a kind of like log of like how my analysis is going so that I can rewatch um, some of these videos sometimes at some point and just kind of see how I'm progressing here. Um, so this coming week, we're looking at pretty much kind of a week on week a week news week. Nothing on Monday. Tuesday's orange folder. Flash manufacturing PMI at looks like it's at 9:45, and then Wednesday's nothing. Thursday, GDP numbers. That's like the strongest thing we have all week. So, um, you know, kind of, kind of maybe frame the week around that. See, it was kind of a rough end to the week, as it being a bank holiday on Friday. Pretty much like price did nothing Friday, and there's buy side and sell side liquidity left on both sides, and I'm going to go over that in a minute. And then yeah, we have 10 a.m. news on Friday, so kind of going to be an interesting week. Kind of see what that kind of how it pans out. Looking at our daily chart right now, so we are looking at how pretty much like the month opened. We saw price kind of go up uh, for like a day and then kind of shoot straight down. We broke structure to the downside. Um, and we have this now bearish breaker on the daily. And, you know, we went into it, we closed below it, but we pretty much felt we got resistance or sorry, support from this big busy here. So, um, price shot right back up last week. And we still have SMTs at the highs. So YM has taken out the previous week, couple weeks highs or whatever, and made all time highs again. Whereas Nasdaq and ES are kind of holding back here, and I mean, this is pretty much like a prime setup to go long from what it looks like. I mean, if I'm looking at this daily chart, we purged liquidity down here. We've broken back up, created a market structure shift to the upside. We closed, came back down, came into this, and we started shooting back up. Friday's price action didn't really lead to anything. So we have both previous day high and previous day low intact from Thursday. So we have lots of liquidity here, up here, down here, and price could go either way, quote unquote. But as of right now, my bias from the daily would just be bullish. I know we have S&Ts here. I understand that, and very well we could see price go lower. I'm kind of waiting to see which level gets hit first, really, because if we end up going high, and then if we end up going high, and we take out this high, then basically SMT's kind of gone. So the SMT is done. And if we end up going lower, um, if we end up going lower, then we end up, purging these lows and then going for these highs. Like, I mean, I can totally see that happening. I'd be, I mean, it's tough to say, or it's tough to kind of be like, yeah, we're going to see price drop, and head for crazy lows from here because um, we are bullish. I mean, this is a big bullish run, but like this swinging back and forth. This is the end of the Iran war here. Like, we're not quite. I mean, I honestly hate to bring news into this because it skews my perception of what I'm seeing in price. So, just I'm just going to keep it purely based on what I'm seeing in the charts here. And we basically failed to utilize this breaker as resistance to go lower. Um, we we created another breaker to the upside because we had SMTs down here, and we are currently respecting this breaker block on the daily. So I'm bullish. I'm bullish until basically we see price show us otherwise. Bullish, yeah, bullish on the daily. ES, same deal. Like previous month, previous week, taken, same here. Um, Previous month, yeah, it was taken for sure. Previous week though, we had not taken that. That should not be grayed out. I need to have my. I need to work on my indicator here, but this should be colored at this point in time. Um, Anyways, so getting back to it, I'm going to drop down to the hourly here. And as you can see, like, yeah, we have buy side and sell side kind of galore here. We looking at the weekly profile from last week, we had Monday create a high and low, and almost immediately Tuesday high. Like I called this short because at that point in time, like I was pretty bearish. Like you can see that we just took out some liquidity here, and then we kind of, um, if we're bearish and we're using like weekly profiles, we want Mondays high and low. We want open, high, low, close, but we didn't actually play out that way. I was expecting expansion from here down and keep seeing prices going lower, which we did not see. So, but in the beginning of the week, it was lining up that way where Monday's high was taken. We saw price kind of resist, kind of slow down here, grind, create all this liquidity down here. So generated liquidity here, and obviously we had the Monday low here, and basically price kind of tanked and took out both ends or both levels here. And then I was expecting continuation, which we did get on Wednesday to the sell side. We eventually filled in this new week opening gap, and then we had SMT form here, I believe. And the best way to kind of illustrate it is that if I draw in our new week opening gap here, so we see price hits it here, and price hits it on ES, but YM doesn't reach that point. Now here's the thing. YM is looking like it's going to go down first. So it's kind of what I'm expecting here. Like we're seeing a retracement at the end of that last week of YM down here. And, I would say we kind of purge into a new week opening gap here and then start aiming for higher prices. It's kind of what I'm expecting to kind of see play out here. On YM. Now, if we're following suit on the the other indices, then we could see a pullback. Previous days low, Thursday's low, like all these lows here, right here could be purged, and then kind of come back into this BISI here on the 1 hour, which is kind of significant because we created new highs from this BISI. We could see price go from here. It could extend down here, and then go higher. Really kind of up in the air as to what we're going to see going forward. So I'm not gonna kind of want to see what the open does here in the next 25 minutes, and we'll see what framework we're kind of going into the week with. But yeah. Anyways, so we could pull back and then kind of go higher. We don't even have to come back all the way this far. Honestly, we have liquidity. Any of these pools could be hit, and we could see price going higher. Or opposite, we go higher, go lower, and then maybe go higher. I mean, honestly, it's a toss up here. We are working within basically the range between Tuesday and Wednesday here, so we have kind of trapped order flow. We are trapped between this SIBI here on the 1 hour, and obviously the new week opening gap here. So basically, right now that's kind of what we're playing around with. Like I said, if we were to close below this BISI, I don't like how I've changed these text colors here on some of these. If we were to close below this BISI here, and use this as resistance, then potentially we could be seeing lower prices, and we could keep these highs intact for later. I mean, anything is up in the air, honestly. Like I'm really, like, it's really tough to say right now. Like, in terms of higher time frame order flow, we are bullish. We got bullish. We are creating BISIs here. We are respecting them. We are disrespecting SIBIs. The only one we've respected here is this one. And again, so like that's why we're a trapped order flow. We have respected this BISI. We have respected this SIBI. We have not broken above or below either of these two. Until we do, we kind of are going back and forth. You could use this as indication. So this SIBI here got disrespected. This SIBI here got disrespected. And this should have been my inclination to be long during Friday's price action or whatever it was. But, I was stuck on going short because I was expecting that we would have a reaction from here to go lower. But bank holiday really kind of screwed me up, and price just kind of stayed in this price range. And definitely we need to see price break out of this area here, this range, even this range. Because if we were to break out of here or here, either way, like if we go below this, we can use this as resistance to go down and go to these lows here. But again, time will tell as to what we're going to see going forward here. But yeah, that's kind of my weekly analysis right now. If I'm going from just like a candlestick standpoint, we had a bullish candle up, and then we created an inside candle last week. So we are still within the range of this previous week high, previous week low. And so we are pretty much in consolidation. we need one more inside candle, and that would confirm a consolidation. So let me just take a look at ES also inside candle, YM also inside candle here on the weekly. So yeah, like this is, if we have another week of consolidation, then we could be entering a phase of consolidation here. And we just kind of have to be nimble with our positions. But yeah, like it's kind of early to tell which direction the price is going to go. But and you can, like I've done, I've framed kind of a thought process for both directions here. So until we break some significant levels here, can't really say what price is going to do. And honestly, like, even if we break above here, like break above this city and inverse, like highs are like right there. So like it could just be like poop and then kind of come lower, or it could displace up and go up towards the all-time highs. I don't know at this point. If we're basing it on how the monthly candle has kind of shown what it's doing, we should be bearish because we took out the high of the previous month right away. So open, high, and then we should be expanding lower for the rest of the month. Now we are not seeing that at all. In fact, we are basically seeing kind of like a doji. So it's kind of unclear as to how this monthly candle will end up closing. But we have seen that it's a lot. There's a lot of indecision here, and ideally, if we are so just maxed out to the buy side here, and ideally we see price show us that it's going to go and try to fill in this big gap here, or at least go in and tap it. This would be where we would want price to kind of head towards. um, I don't believe it's going to happen this week. I kind of feel we're going to finish off this month kind of in a sideways kind of deal. And you know at most maybe like we get some purges, some local purges, and then kind of end maybe towards the bearish side. That would be ideal, because then what we would want to see from the next month is open high and then expansion lower. So we are seeing the end of the war kind of coming in the next few weeks, and that could be that could be why we're seeing price do what it is doing, and just consolidating. So but yeah, I mean, let's see how this week plays out. You know the first few days will be kind of crucial to see, like, what weekly delivery is going to be like, and what Thursday's price action is going to look like. I'm going to be at work on Thursday, so I'm going to miss out. This week is kind of going to be a wash for me. If anything, I'll probably be able to do something on Tuesday, but we'll have to see. Wait and see. Have to be pretty cautious about going forward with price for the rest of the month here, which is this week. Or in July next week. So let's see. All right.